Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back. I hope you all missed us just as much as we missed you, because we missed you guys a whole bunch. But we are jumping into the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Esports Grand Finals, hosted by the Showboat in Atlantic City. I am Sepulence, joined by the handsome and talented Tugboat. And Tug, this is going to be a series to end all series. We have got Iona College, the kings of consistency. Just absolute solid performance all season, all weekend, going up against, let's be honest, the dark horse, Fairfield. They eliminate the #1 seed, and they are ready to take it all the way.
That is an entirely fair statement, my friend. Yes, we have seen little bracket, not a bracket reset action, this is single elimination, a little upset action, little underdog story coming on through here, right? On paper, it just makes sense for this #2 seed, that's Iona College, to come a thrashing through this playoff bracket here. You know, again, no single elimination. All shall fall, and all have fallen before Iona College thus far. Talking a little bit about the past and maybe predict about what we might see here in the future. We actually got to see a little Iona College action to start off this broadcast here today. It was 1-0 in Game 1 over Niagara, followed up by a 7-0 and then a 5-2. Some crazy stuff. Iona really put the thumb screws to Marist as well. That was the #2 to #3 seed and the first and only upset we have seen so far in the bracket. Okay? Some crazy stuff.
Yeah, the rest of the bracket. But it is the most... Oh, am I with you? Great question. Am I here?
I hope so, dude. I hope so. I'm lost.
All right, whatever, man. Close enough. Either way, we are jumping into Game 1, and it's super important to realize that these players, this is not only their final Game 1 of the evening, but the most important. This is where they read their opponents and get as much of a download as they can. And what they learn in Game 1 can carry them through Games 2, 3, maybe even 4 and 5.
Yes, this is a best of 5 as well, folks. We've seen... It's best of 7, sorry. We've seen best of 5 so far here today, right? That first to 3 action.
No, it is a best of 5.
Okay, excuse me. I thought we got...
there was a lot of confusion about that.
Gotcha. I've been sleeping a little bit last night. I've been trying to nap in between these matches and whatnot. So perhaps it was I that was confused. It would not be the first time. Supplements, guarantee you, not the last.
Absolutely, and it looks like it's not going to be the last time we see an almost goal come in from Fairfield. 2 back-to-back. Iona was able to defend them both with, let's be honest, some flying colors there. Iona's defense, right and true. I didn't call them the kings of consistency just for the alliteration. These guys are incredible all the way across the board, and they are looking to do that right now. Fairfield looking to do the very same, bringing that offense like never before. We're already over 90 seconds into this, not a point on the board, but by golly, have we seen quite a few tries.
Yes, it is not for lack of trying, my dear Sepulence. Both sides doing some crazy stuff already. Looking at Stondi right now, 3 saves already. Once again, not lack of trying. Fairfield has been trying everything in a bag of chips on board Scout right now. The real offensive dark horse powerhouse player earlier, right? We've seen a lot of what they can do. Elysium still fighting, get some extra points on the board right here.
Yeah, looking to get any points on the board here. I mean, we are really just looking to rack up anything. We could very likely see this go to a 0-0 overtime. We've seen these teams already very neck and neck in terms of performance here tonight. DJ with a great elimination there. That demolition is going to come through. However, the respawns, I think it is literally less than 2 seconds. You've got a very small window, but they're still going to be able to capitalize. Tug, Iona cracking this point wide open and getting that first point on the board here in Grand Finals.
Small window, don't matter. You fit that all the way through right there. Push yourself through the other side. Maybe fall disgracefully on the ground. Doesn't matter. Iona College got through that window, okay? Enough imagery here. 2 minutes, 22 seconds left on this. Stondi takes it to the top and then taken away, sliced out from under him, cut out from under him by Elysium. Looking like Iona College, looking a little shaky on defense. Fairfield has not really gotten... Okay, actually, that was a great angle. I was going to say Fairfield was not looking like they're going to be giving up that offensive possession, anytime soon until an awesome shank play out to the right side. 2 minutes. Ryan turned the AC, not sure. He's demolished.
Yeah, right. We'll never find out if the AC was left on, but we will find out how quickly Iona is ready to put that second goal away, Tugboat. 2-0. We are sub 2 minutes. We've entered the second half of the game. And luckily enough for Fairfield, they're looking at a goal every, minute and 28 seconds? Something like that. So right now, it is super important for them to really put them, restart, scratch that last sentence. It is super important for Fairfield to come through and find these goals early. But at the same time, the other side of that coin, losing game one is truly not the end of the world. They can walk away from game one with some mistakes, with some things they can change heading into game two.
Yeah.
But they lose game two as well. That's where we start biting our nails a little bit.
I don't know. If I'm Fairfield, I do not want to come into this one already having proved what they can do against the #1 seed. Now, how it plays on the day, right? How it plays on the day is Sienna, and that's kind of their own bag of chips and whatnot.
Right.
Iona coming in through here. I'm not saying that they didn't anticipate playing against Fairfield, but the simple fact that Fairfield is here means that they have a lot more to prove, Septimus.
Yes.
I believe that's going to have a bigger factor coming into the last bit of this. Even if this game one even goes on to Iona, I think that's just going to be game one. I would be very surprised if we see sweep here in the grand finals.
Yeah, I really agree with what you were saying there, Tug. We're seeing, Fairfield with much more to prove, and there's so much for them to do. The opportunities to strike and the opportunities to find this existence is so much harder. Iona, #2 seed. They came in large and in charge. They knew what they were here to do. #1 seed. So Iona, theoretically #1 seed, right? And then they're trying to fill those shoes right here, right now. 30 seconds left in the game. Fairfield trying their darndest, but unfortunately, unless they can really make some magic happen, they may have to walk away from game one with a loss.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't want to see it happen in goose egg fashion, man. That's
Right.
as bad as it gets. If it was 0-1, okay. Like obviously, again, difference all the same. 1-10 don't matter. DJ trying to walk the dog in here, not going to be that leisurely Sunday walk that he was looking for. 7 seconds left on here. Fairfield can actually still take one as long as they take it with a second, and that's it. But that situation passes through. The sand through the fingers, the hourglass is now turned over and empty on one side. That's the top side here. The time is over, done, and dusted. 2-0 victory in game numero uno for your Iona College.
And this is, as every game has been today, a traditional first to three or best of five, whatever you would choose to call it. It is Iona finding themselves 2 games shy, theoretically 10 minutes away, winning a grand finals. But like you said, Tugboat, and I wholeheartedly agree, I don't think Fairfield is going out without a bang. I think they are going to go in, maybe find 1 game, maybe even find 2, take us to the coveted, our first and only game 5 of the day. But if Iona keeps it up, I mean, they are not second seed on accident. Nobody gets to that level of skill without full intent of walking away with a victory. And Iona, they are out blood today.
Yeah, exactly. And just kind of looking at who had an easier path. Oh, excuse me, an easier path here, Septilence. Taking a look, Iona College, they just came off that Marist upset, right? Or not the Marist upset. The hard-fought battle against the #3 seed as the #2 seed. That was a 1-2 scoreline that Iona College won in games 1, 3, and 4. #2, though, kind of gave it up a little. Fairfield, oh man, I was going to say, just on the cut. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Just on the cusp
we saw
of
Fairfield
getting the first one here.
Elysium found a great opportunity to get in, look for an early goal, and we actually saw that work really well for a few teams today. They'd go right off the kickoff, find the opportunity to strike, and those extra goals, we saw a few games won by those 5-second goals, and I think Fairfield may be going for that same idea. I've got to say, usually around this time, I'm talking about physicality. I'm talking about how I want these teams to get more physical. Honestly, I think they're both crushing it right now. I think Iona is doing a great job of being in the way, being annoying, and just being inconvenient. And Fairfield, they're responding in dividends. They're doing a great job constantly being a thorn in the side of Iona, but they need to be a little more than a thorn. We may need to upgrade to a blade here. They've got to start hitting a little bit harder, a little more consistently, and I think if they shut down Stone D, it's a game over.
Yeah, Sir Stone D? Is that what you said?
Stone D, yeah.
Stone D it is. I think I've been saying it differently a couple different ways right there. But yes, regardless, there's Sir over here on your Iona College squad. Strike first, aim 2. Love to see it. Take him to 2.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. Scout, let's cross soccer scout as we have seen him play on before. There's a demo.
Oh
no!
It was wide open.
Way too fast at this one. The flip was not able to get there, and it gets a bad angle that immediately transfers into a lot of offensive pressure the other way, Seth.
Yeah, that is just devastating, Tug. Honest, I mean, that is miserable. They were inches away from being able to tie up the series, almost guaranteeing us additional game here. But unfortunately, almost only counts in horse hand and shoe grenades, right? So it's super important that they find these goals, that they put them online. And as they get even closer, Iona, to their second goal, they're just not able to line it up yet. Oh, a phenomenal demolition from Elysium. I like that Ryan's name is so long that it pushes the names into our overlay, but Ryan seems to be the only one bringing that out today. Iona, they are up 1-0 Tugboat, and they are looking to stay there.
Yeah, I love that on his jersey it just says Ryan question mark, you know, because the name
because he changes his name so
often.
much.
No, exactly. I'm with it.
It's always
it's almost like he's
That's always my
questioning.
favorite.
There you go. Right, it's almost like he is questioning his own name. Talk about an identity crisis in and of itself. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Iona College.
What if his name
take this
wasn't
one.
even Ryan?
His name isn't even Ryan?
No, what if it wasn't, though? That'd be so crazy. I don't know his real name.
Yeah, that would be... That would be pretty crazy. That would be pretty crazy. 5 seconds outside halftime. Pressure on Stonedy down bottom. Excuse me, Stonedy down bottom. 2-0 with 4 seconds to go until halftime.
I mean, what a way to end the first half there. And I mentioned shutting down Stonedy. That is your time to strike. That is your opportunity for Fairfield to turn this around. I don't think it even needs to be demolition. I think it just needs to be a little more physicality, a little more bumping, a little more ball control, and just being a general nuisance. I mean, that would really work out well for Fairfield as a whole, and I just feel like they're maybe struggling to do that. And of course, from the spectator standpoint, it's very easy to say just demo Forehead, right? But in reality, it's probably much harder to catch Stonedy, to keep him kind of in check.
A tough task, tall ask indeed. Jay for now, excuse me. Matter takes him out, and so we have a 3v2 situation for just a couple of seconds. 120 seconds back. Matter coming up at this Elysium. Huge whiff. Matter still on the backside right now. The scout taking to bring this one out. The other 40 boost, he had that one all day long, Seb.
They are truly looking for their time to strike in the form of Fairfield, and as we now enter the final 100 seconds of Game 2, Iona, they are looking to make this a 2-0 series. Folks, I cannot stress this enough. This is a first to 3. If Iona wins this, they will be 5 minutes away from 3-0ing Fairfield in Grand Finals and winning the MAAC championship here this weekend. Matter has to get in quick, has to get it away from the own goals. It is just moments away. Able to find the opportunity, but now can they find a follow-up? Fairfield desperate. 80 seconds on the clock, and they know the clock is against them.
Yeah, again, we've mentioned it before. Mentioned this one again. Iona College, at a certain point, they're simply playing against the sand that is left in the hourglass. That is the time remaining for Fairfield to get anything done. Excuse me again. 10 minutes is what we'll end at with 0 scores on boards. If Fairfield is continuing to take into the boards on this one and absolutely shut out not 1 but 2 goose eggs. That's 45 seconds away from the situation. We will see there, Supplements.
Yeah, I mean, Fairfield getting a taste of their own medicine, truly. Getting zeroed in 2 games back-to-back. We saw them do that a couple of times. Not quite against Siena. That game was a lot closer, but we saw that quite a few times from this team as a whole. Now, Matter going to be able to put one away for Fairfield in a crucial moment. I think that was honestly an own goal. I think it's... Yeah, Stonedy. No. Okay, no, I think that was one of those going in either ways.
Yeah, that was definitely... I mean, it was low and slow. It wasn't bouncing nowhere. No spin on it. I would love to see, I'm not the first person to say this, obviously, but I would love to see Rocket League implement like ball spin, like air spin. You know what I'm saying? Like ball spinning through the air and
sure.
Differently. Oh my goodness! What am I talking about? Let's get back to this game here. Play my playman. Take it away, please.
Oh my goodness, Matter was just inches away from putting the goal in. Goes to have a great setup for the team. The defense on Iona, right place, right time. And Fairfield, they've got to be beating themselves up, Tug. Had they hit that goal at the beginning of this game, remember, I started screaming about it. But can Matter capitalize when it matters most? Unfortunately, no. A phenomenal defense comes through from Iona, and Stonedy going to be able to possibly wrap it up. Oh, Stonedy! What are you doing? What are you... Stonedy perfectly sets it up for... Oh my... You've got to be kidding. The perfect setup for Fairfield. There was nothing better to be done.
Fairfield.
Oh my...
I love it. I love it.
Look at
2-2. Tied up.
Oh,
wait, right? That was a tied-up situation, right?
Yeah, no, that's a 2-2 tie-up. We're jumping back in, I believe, in a minute. We're looking at replays now, but overtime should be happening behind our backs. There it is! We didn't miss much, my friend. 16 seconds already on the clock, but nobody able to put that score away quite yet. Now a 2-2 scoreline. If Fairfield wins this, I mean, I almost want to give them the Siena treatment, right? Where we talked about if Siena turns one game around, the boosters may be on. I think that may happen for Fairfield, but they've got to walk away with this game. Iona, they are just as, if not more likely, to win this overtime. Fairfield, they've got to be playing every single moment absolutely correct.
I'm with you. 45 seconds to 13. We'd have no better time, place, and setting than our grand finals for the first up and down. Barely gets to a little cross or top bar action, assisting on that one. I'm sure that this Iona College will have that check in the mail. Looking at DJ, pop play pack on out. Matter gets destroyed right here. Laws of physics being broken left, right, and center here, Zeppelins.
Oh, absolutely. Matter cannot be created nor destroyed unless we're talking to the world of Rocket League. This poor Matter has been destroyed quite a few times, and it's going to be a crucial opportunity. Now, folks, remember, I feel like most people watching understand the logistics of Rocket League, but for those who may not, overtime does not end until somebody wins. There is no drawing. There is no tying. That is one of my favorite things about this game. Somebody's got to win just like that. DJ directly into Stoney, leading that directly into the goal. 90 seconds to the second tug. And Iona walk away with game 2. Fairfield got to be bummed about that one.
Yeah, look, I'm not surprised that Iona finally was able to coordinate on another impressive pass into points.
Right.
This was a lot of momentum going against Fairfield as well, and not exactly answered to perfectly. I'm not sure if it was the length of time that these two teams actually kind of spent within that overtime situation. So the kind of like the get to, the giddy up and the step, you know what I'm saying, was just simply not there so much in OT. I think that was like 2 full minutes, right?
Right, without a doubt. I mean, there was.
So I'm just kind of surprised, is what I'm saying, that was simply not there. This was not a situation where defenders could not get to that one. Yes, it was hard. Yes, it was also easily forecast Zeppelins.
Right. Absolutely. It's just one of those, you know, we talked about this earlier, one of those single-second differences where a fraction of a play can be just enough to cost your team a point, and no points matter more than the ones that happen in overtime to cost you a loss, right? I mean, even to give you a win, those are the most important games or points in the game. We'll be jumping into game 3 in just a moment, and now there's a huge opportunity for Iona to walk away with this one. I mean, it's going to be just exactly what they're looking for. The 2-2 scoreline is kind of the ideal for Fairfield right now. They not only have to win this one, but they have to win the following, and then they have to win a third to walk away with that victory. So they are looking at a Herculean task.
A Herculean task indeed. Not a fruitless one like Sisyphus, I believe, who was doing the up the hill thing. If I get my Greek mythology right. I think Sisyphus was the guy who was forced to roll the rock up the hill constantly, and like I think like even ravens like plucked his eyes out or something like this. It was really unpleasant.
Every day,
really
yeah,
unpleasant.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah. Sounds like playing solo queue Rocket League ranked.
Heyo! Now we are in our third, and if Iona keeps this up, perhaps final game. 30 seconds off the clock now, and it's going to be Iona's time to strike. They want to go in early. They want to find these opportunities, and they want to stop Fairfield right here, right now. Like I said, Fairfield, very similar to what we were calling the Sienna treatment earlier, is just, you know, if Fairfield gets the opportunity to turn it on, they can really turn it on, turn it up, and just kick butt. But if Iona stomps them out 15 minutes in a row, there's not really going to be much time to succeed.
Yeah, I mean, yes, Fairfield put up 2 across game 2. Yes, they took Iona College, number 2 seed within this tournament, all the way up to an overtime situation. But we just simply need more. Obviously, this is not even saying for like entertainment factor either, right? This isn't just Caster begging for blood out here. We need to see more from Fairfield. Got to clean up those edges. And at the end of the day, how did this team take their first 2 goals? It was about pressure. It was about taking advantage of mistakes. It was about passes. You've seen far too much solo play attempted here for your Fairfield University squad.
90 seconds burned off the clock now, and I feel like we're watching game 1 all over again. I've got like such a heavy sense of deja vu. It's just been this back and forth. Never mind! I take it back! Scout has scored, I believe, Scout's first goal of the grand final so far. And Scout, if we remember, which how could we forget, was the single reason Fairfield won against Sienna. Scored like more than 10 times alone, and just was a showboat. I mean, absolutely insane. So if Scout can find that ability to succeed here once again, this could be a whole new game. Okay,
Oh,
maybe Scout's got nothing to do with it. Maybe it's just Fairfield finally waking up.
Yeah, once again, folks, Fairfield, Siena, previous the second semifinals match we got up there. That was 6-1 in game 1, and that happened because of this Soccer Scouts kicks. It was some fantastic stuff. And when Sepulin says 10 scores, he is not exaggerating. It was 14 total scores, found 3 in the next one and 1 in the next. That is 14, y'all. Check the math. It was insane stuff. And Soccer Scout has really kind of been shut down more so in this game, right? Like, not that it matters, right? Because Elysium Matter still holding us up. Matter, I think, with both of these so far.
No.
Excuse me. Yeah, Matter with both of these so far, right?
No, Scout had the first, Matter the second. Because that was Scout's first goal in the grand finals.
You're right. Yeah, because we literally said that. My bad. Getting ahead of myself. I'm too excited, man. Too excited. This is Iona College. Yes, playing down for right now, Sepulence, but on match point against Fairfield. They have them on the ropes series-wise, even if they drop this. You know, this is a sweep or reverse sweep situation as of right now, my friend.
I honestly have no stakes in either of these teams, full disclosure. I would love to see Fairfield win this simply for the fact I want more. I want a grand finals that isn't a shutout, and I think Fairfield is only 2 minutes shy of guaranteeing us at least a game 4. DJ looking for the time to strike, but Matter, I mean, pinching in there to barely tap that ball back out of goal. Secondary attempt comes through. Iona still not able to pick it up. It's going to be Elysium stealing that ball control, but having his life stolen moments later. That card demoed early. 2-second advantage for Iona. They are not going to be able to close it out in time.
Yeah, I mean, 100 seconds is enough time to get it done, average of 50 seconds per. Well, I hope that we got that clip on replay earlier, about 10 seconds ago with DJ, as he tried to double tap there. We'll break it down in between matches if we do get there, of course. And once Fairfield puts us to a game 4, because I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I am feeling it.
Oh, I am feeling it as well, Tug. I mean, Fairfield, they have really stepped it up here in this third game. They know their backs are against the wall. There is no double bracket, and even if there was, this is grand finals. There's nowhere else to go. You're one of 2 teams left. And Fairfield, they know this is their now or never moment. I always call this the esports factor, where a team really kicks it up in those final moments. But Iona is not going to let them take this game for free. They're going to take that first goal, and with 61 seconds left, Tug, that is more than enough time to score and at least tie things up against Fairfield.
Yeah, this is the only difference between what we're looking at right now in your classic 60-second drill is that there were 61 seconds on this. This is literally as classic as it gets. No team at 0. 1 score difference of 1. Fairfield up. Fairfield takes it, puts you down to a 2-1 scoreline where you were looking fine as wine, sitting rather pretty, coming out of game numero dos. That is not the situation Iona finds himself in. 1 more score separates them in a tie situation at least against Fairfield, affording them that sweep situation still. You got to get there because Fairfield is not going to give this one up. They are not going to go so quietly into this night's Sepulence.
They certainly are not, Tugboat. And with only 30 seconds left, we're back to one of those classic games of keep away for as long as humanly possible. And Matter able to keep that goal away from DJ, keeping a 2-1 scoreline for Fairfield. And as we jump down into these single digits, DJ as close can stinking be, but close only counts in hand, horse, and shoe grenades. And right now, with 5 seconds left on the clock, it is going to be Fairfield's time to shine. Elysium sinks a third one to guarantee a victory here in Game 3. We are at the very least going to a Game 4.
There you go, tying up into our largest score difference here for the grand finals at 3-1 in game number 3. We saw that in game 1 where Iona College put up a goose egg, forced a goose egg against Fairfield University. That's a grounding play right now. Not going to matter. We came out of that at 3-1, so even the lineup doesn't necessarily matter. Wow. Okay, speaking of not necessarily mattering, right? No demos, not necessary. We got 4 shots, a goal, assist, and 4 saves, all from Matter. Talk about getting everything done on both sides of this ball segment. So numerically, we have not seen a performance like that in the MAAC Championship Series when you're talking about both sides of the ball, outside of your 10-0 swamps and whatnot earlier.
Yeah, I mean, this was truly a battle of kind of the space makers, battle of the strikers, and Matter in particular on the side of Fairfield really woke up in this game. And I want to jump back as well. Now, I think our little scoreboard was bugged. It said Stondy only had 90 points. And while I think they had more than 90, I still don't think they had very many. And back in Game 1, I talked about the importance of eliminating Stondy as early as possible. Completely negate them from playing the game, and you can succeed. And Fairfield just proved that thesis for all of us right then and there in Game 3. They win out from underneath Stondy because Stondy doesn't get to play the darn game. And as we jump into Game 4, can they make a repeat of Game 3 and force us all the way to a Grand Finals Game 5?
Yeah, we will definitely see that one. I would love to see it. We've already seen our Game 4s, right? We're what is it? We're gluttonous here. We're gluttonous casters, right? We've asked for and gotten it twice, but you give a mouse cookie, he's gonna want a glass of milk, and that's us right now. I was pausing there for a second because it was looking dangerous, kind of hovering around, birds of prey waiting to strike on this one. No one putting up the first board yet, though. Septilance.
Yeah, we're already almost a minute off the clock, and this, I said it last game, I'll say it again this game, feels very reminiscent of Game 1. We're seeing a much slower play style, a much slower pacing, and these players trying to find opportunities just like that one. Now, I do want to get another look at this because I want to see where Elysium is. Yeah, I mean, amazing. Off the right side, directly into center goal, and Scout was there.
Yeah.
Hug, that is not the kind of goal you find without insane team communication.
Yeah. Again, talking about flies on walls. I would love to be a fly on the wall. I guess not really in their Discord call, right? Because they're live. And just like that, Iona College says a lead. I know they stopped putting that one in paint, but I want one of those.
Oh my goodness, they said a lead. I haven't heard that name in years, and they just completely remove it from the table. They tie things up 1-1. Reminder, 17 seconds ago, we had 0 points on the board. Now we are at 4 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock, a 1-1 scoreline. I always say 1-1, it's just a complicated 0-0. Somebody's got to score again. You've got to find these points as early and as aggressively as possible, and that may be an own goal! Pug! Off the hood of Ryan, that bounces all the way down the field. Oh no, okay, never mind. I thought Ryan did that. That is just a goal from Matter. That one's earned.
Yeah, you said it, I was like, what?
Ryan, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Myself. I thought I was losing it here. No,
my bad.
This is an incredibly, no, you're totally gravy, baby. This is an incredibly fast-paced match, and even us, very experienced Rocket League casters, kind of lost in the thick of things here. We have not seen larger than a 2-score difference, excuse me, and at a 3-score difference, we're literally outscoring total scores-wise our Game 1 already. Not even halftime yet. Still on match point, Fairfield University is.
I mean, Elysium, with an incredible air juggle there, walks it all the way right up 99% of the way to the goal, and then just has his wings clipped just shy of that opportunity. And now with 3:20 left on the clock, a minute 40 already gone, this is going to be Fairfield's time to rise. They want to take us to that Game 5, but Iona 1 goal away from a tie-up once again, and that lead that Fairfield has worked so hard to find will be null and void once again. There's Stoney going for an open goal, going to go for the double tap, but it is interrupted. Elysium, right place, right time, keeping this dream alive for Fairfield. However, DJ coming in hot. Elysium with the bicycle up and above. DJ takes out Matter, and the goal on the side of Fairfield is wide open. They've got to get this thing out of here.
That's back to the middle, so a little bit of breathing room purchased. Not for long, though. That one's decently on point and forced the hand of this defender. That's another good one! From downtown, Iona College ties this one up just outside of halftime, Septilance.
Now, Ryan earned that one. He earned that one, and he meant to. Everything was good from Ryan there. I still feel bad. I almost blamed him for the goal earlier. It wasn't his fault, but Ryan tying things up just shy of that halftime. We're at a 2-2 scoreline right now, and this is going to be the next goal, arguably the most crucial, right? With 2.5 minutes, Rocket League, there's no formula, there's no script. So even with 1 second left on the clock, somebody can separate a 1-point scoreline. But if somebody can find a goal, let's say before the 2-minute mark, and then they can continue to keep ball control, they're in a very strong position to win this game.
Yeah, and this is looking at such an even matchup right now. Again, I would love to see Fairfield just so we get on paper the actual true neutral situation. Once again, guys, grand final is going on, no bracket reset situation. Neither of these teams coming at it, just numerically fighting tied right now. Only difference, Iona College up by one in this series. Not playing like it, not playing scared at all. We're just giving all the respect and still taking that, which is deserved. Scout coming on through. Not a name we've gotten to scream too much of. Second shot attempted in this game. First shot made in. Scout raises that head.
I've got to say, Tug, one of my largest critiques against Fairfield, even after their win earlier, I said communication is clearly lacking. They heard me, they listened, they VOD reviewed, and this communication is something unlike we have seen from anybody today. These plays are exclusively doubles and passes and hard comms, and it is working so unbelievably well for Fairfield. 90 seconds left on the clock. They are 90 seconds shy of forcing a Grand Finals Game 5, and at that point, I'm going to need to take some baby aspirin, because I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. I'm so unbelievably invested in what these players are bringing out. Elysium goes for a fourth, trying to seal the deal, but is going to fall just a little bit short. The second attempt from Scout also not going to be lined up. The tertiary attempt comes through from Matter, and even that won't be enough. Elysium goes for another setup. It is interrupted by Stoney. DJ going to be demoed, but too little, too late. Now 70 seconds left on the clock in Fairfield. They are rooting and tooting, but can they be ready for shooting? Matter trying to take it up and above, looking for the air dribble, disrupted by Iona once again. 60 seconds left, Tug, and if this stays the way it is, we are going to a Game 5.
Yes, sir, we shall. 55 seconds, the way this Stonewall defense is looking so far, I would not be surprised if we go all the way down and Fairfield does take this one. No formal overtime situation within. We have gotten one of those situations in Game 2 so far, but you know, not counting no chickens before they hatch here, Sepulence. This is a nail biter indeed. Take it away.
I mean, without a doubt, truly. It is just such a phenomenal performance. In 30 seconds left, we see Fairfield just peppering the goal of Iona. They're not worried about scoring anymore, Tug. They're worried about keeping the ball on this side of the field. That is their green light to win this game and take us all the way to that Game 5.
That's the name of the game. Again, just a more complicated game of keep away. Fairfield's so close they can taste it. Back to a true neutral situation would be so amazing after the reverse sweep on this. Now going the other way, last few seconds here. Volleyball situation will be attained here. Demo's not good.
Oh, the garbage time entered now, and Matter dunks it down. Fairfield has done it. They are taking us all the way. Our first and only Game 5 here in Grand Finals at the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Esports Championships, hosted by the Showboat in Atlantic City. This is the MAAC Conference Grand Finals, folks. And Doug, I just, the other day in an interview, had the opportunity to talk about how these are the series I live for. These series are why I love to do what I do. It is these nail-biters, these down to the final moment, this down to the individual performance matchups that just get my heart racing. I absolutely love to see these players bringing it, leaving it all out on the field today, and they are not going to stop fighting until that bitter end for somebody.
If you're a human being, your eyes are open on this broadcast right now, your BPM is about a 200, or it's got to be 0. One or the other. There is no in between, people. This is what we cast Rocket League for. This is why LAN competitions exist. This is everything in the kitchen sink. Throw a bag of chips in there as well. A 3-2 victory after the comeback situations. Iona College putting on all kinds of pressure and everything. There's the passion plays. That's what I like to see. We'll get some more replays of like these, these players getting to it, right? They kind of gave us the Stonewall. You know what I'm saying? Like the cool, calm, collected, the professional, right? The James Bond here, the shaken not stirred, right? Now the passion pit is opening up here in Atlantic City.
Without a doubt. And folks, let me paint you a picture. 4:55 on the clock. This is it. After this, we are done. There may be an overtime, but there is no more games of Rocket League here today. This is the MAAC Conference Grand Finals. Fairfield, the underdog, the 4th seed, going toe to absolute toe with Iona College, the undefeated, the kings of communication and the kings of coordination. Getting a show right now, and it is Fairfield all over again. 3rd game in a row. They are able to find that first goal, not even 30 seconds off the clock, Tug.
Yeah, these have been early scores, but I'm going to make a prediction here, Sepulence. This is going to be a relatively low-scoring game until the last 30 seconds. And once we get to that point, we're going to see one team up by 1 or 2 scores, and then one team just pour it all into offense. Now, if they score multiple times there, they will have earned this all day long, but if not, we're just going to see the other team, the full 3-man push into offense. We're going to see the team that's up just go on a run after that one. We're still 3 minutes away from that situation, and either team can be either sides of that ball. It's lead of 1. No lead indeed in Rocket League.
Oh My goodness, a minute off the clock now in Fairfield. They've got to be, I mean, their blood pressures have to be in at least the threes at this point. And oh, DJ, they're going to tie it up, but Matter, just in the nick of time, is going to be able to get in the way, knock it away. And now Fairfield's got to clear it down because, like you said, a 1-point lead is hardly a lead in the world of Rocket League. A great demolition from Stony, but the damage may have been done. Ryan has to be there to knock it down, but here comes another attempt from Elysium. Up and through. Unfortunately, Sir Stony is there to catch it out once again, and DJ getting ready to line it up for Iona. It is a wide open goal, and it is tied up 1-1 in Game 5 of Grand Finals.
Seems we just don't do lead changes here, my friends. We get neutral situations, 0-0s get up by 1. One team looks like they might have a shimmer of momentum, and that is dashed instantly by the other side. I'm going to say there's maybe like a minute and a half of like actual lead time until we get our final score of a game. You understand what I'm saying? Like whenever a team scores, it just happens the other way immediately. Iona College bounces this one across. Talk about a shot across this bow. Taking a look at Iona right there. Nervous players indeed, and that's gonna be, yeah, that's Ryan there at the bottom, just kind of reading this one coming in. No need to mess with this type of.
If it ain't broke, you know? I mean, truly. No way, please! Is Scout even playing? Is Scout AFK? Okay, wait, okay. He moved. I thought he was just AFK. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Scout. I mean, Tug,
Wow,
you said it.
dude.
You predicted it. You said the second somebody scores, somebody else is going to. They're going to tie things up. And Fairfield, they heard you, they listened, and they did just that. 2-2, basically 0-0, and Fairfield, they are looking for a third. Sir Stony goes a little bit too high, and it may cost them the goal. Oh, what? What did that do? Oh, Fairfield is, oh, they're bummed after that one. That is a goal 99% of the way in, and it's going to be blocked out by Stony once again. 2 minutes off the clock, 3 remaining, tied up scoreline.
I would not be balding because I would already be bald from that. My hair would be gone. I got luscious locks, people.
Mustache
Every
and
single
all.
hair in my head would be gone. Mustache, no, the mustache stays. No, I'm talking about the hair.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, just checking.
Mustache stays. No, but, wow. Oh, my God. What a tie-up situation. Again, back to halftime. We say it so many times because, oh, my God, the flick in there, and Ryan answers this perfectly. Right place, right time, perfect player, perfect positioning, and a perfect answer.
I just can't help but keep gasping. So many of these plays have been so close. I mean, 99% of the way there we have seen these teams get so unbelievably close to scoring. And Elysium finds a huge demo onto Stony, but is the follow-up appropriate? Is it going to be there? Only that 2 second respawn timer, right? I mean, it is just super important you take advantage of that, but it's so hard to take advantage of because you've got to know it's coming.
Seriously, and that's just so hard to really predict within the great game O Rocket League. 2 minutes to go, and we see no lead here, no serious lead, no point lead, nothing, nada. You got 3 players, you got your word and some Rocket League skills. That's it, people. The pitch to play on. You got to share it.
And, I mean, we've got to say as well, and I'm not going to pander to the losing team, whoever that may be, but these 6, they've got to be insanely proud. I mean, this is such a difficult place to be. You've made it all the way to Grand Finals. You held your opponent all the way to Game 5. Whether you win or lose, very few people can say they did what you've done here today. I mean, this is just an insane performance from all 6 of these players, and I cannot be impressed enough. I am truly blown away by the incredible talent that we are seeing. But enough of the pandering, enough of the lovey-dovey. Let's get down to the brass tacks. Somebody walks away with a win. Enough of the lovey-dovey, Tug. Somebody walks away the MAAC champions here tonight, and they are looking for that opportunity. 70 seconds left, a tied scoreline, 2-2. DJ going to be able to save out the backflip from Matter. That flip is not going to be able to get the action done. 60 seconds remain, and Matter accidentally own goals off the front of DJ. DJ knocks it down off of Matter directly into goal. And with 61 seconds left, Fairfield has to empty any reserves they have right here, right now.
This is the same exact situation we had, right? This is literally the same exact situation we had last game, except for Fairfield, right? Fairfield was actually the lead earlier. Iona just right there might have literally just taken the series, Grand Finals, tournament, the day. Atlantic City will be theirs. They will own the city of Atlantic City, people, if they went off of the scoreline.
It's so unbelievably possible as well. We may not get that 1 second explosive ending we wanted, but there's definitely a win in here somewhere. Iona could very realistically walk away with a 3-2. If they dunk this one, that's got to be all she wrote, but instead, it is flipped back. Elysium now in the center field, trying to pass it to the teammate. It is up in a perfect opportunity to strike, but DJ extends past the goal box, able to get it in for the midfield once again. Sir Stoney, large and in charge. Now Iona, for the first time this series, playing the most complicated game of keep-away we have ever seen. Reset down, now needs to get it out of the midfield, and he's going to be able to dancing it back toward the goal of Iona. 10 seconds are going to be left on the clock.
There's a cut across the middle. That's a big shanking play. Another few seconds left. Separates these teams in a 0-0 volleyball situation. 3 seconds to go here. Gotta keep it up. Fairfield does.
It's down. It's
no,
a bounce. Out. Scout catches it. You need to make the magic happen. He's barely got the ball. Iona seconds away from stealing it. It's up. It's still going to be down and matter. Drops it just shy of the goal line. Iona absolutely stoked. How could you not be? A Game 5 1-point final victory, almost falling to the ground. They are unbelievably excited. And Tug, I've got to say, by golly, did they earn this victory. It was a tough road. They near reverse swept, and at the final moment, they turn on those boosters and they walk away the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Esports champions.
Let's go! They have earned it all day long. That elation right here. Oh my god. I couldn't keep it in there, Setulans. Couldn't keep it in there. I just wanted to scream with awe. Oh, with satisfaction, with happiness here for the Iona College squad. We talked about it earlier. There's a relatively newer team within the EGFC. And talk about coming in, taking a conference championship. Your second time in, your second semester in, second opportunity here. And for the first of the entire year, comes in and gets it done, makes the dream happen. Okay? I mean, fantastic stuff. Iona College, that passion right there, that passion with the Nucks at the end. My man. My man.
Yeah, I mean, there's so little to be said that hasn't been said already. That may be the best series of Rocket League I've had the opportunity to cast, maybe ever. I mean, that was just breathtaking all the way to the end, and Iona, they deserve this victory. Unfortunately, Fairfield, they come in second place, but you even can't be upset about that. You're 4th seed. You defied expectations 1,000 times over, and it was just, I mean, truly a beautiful moment. But Doug, as much as I hate to say it, I mean, with that grand finals coming to a close, I think we're done. Unfortunately, that brings Rocket League to a close, and I just cannot express enough how great this was. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. This has been a pleasure. There's grand finals happening all day tomorrow, so please tune into the channel. This has been Tugboat and Septulance. Check your posture, drink some water, and don't forget to love each other. See you guys next time.